What's up? In this video, I'm going to talk about some Studiowest fragrances. Let me show you the packagings. They're like super cute, super cute. I tried almost everything in the Westside store, and these are a few that I picked up. I really liked from the gifting point of view, okay? So like maybe you're like making a basket for somebody, or maybe you're compiling a lot of things together. I really liked these one night in a certain city kind of fragrances, and the ones that I liked, I picked them up, and I almost tried the entire store. The one note fragrances are really good from them, but you know, there is a thing about Studiowest fragrances, and we will talk everything in depth about these fragrances. But before digging in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be a part of the Peach Pack, and tap on the notification bell icon to get notified every time I upload. I'm also super duper active on Instagram, and I share about my personal life over there, so follow me on Instagram to connect better with me. These fragrances, let me start off by saying that these are super affordable. Among the Indian fragrances, I think Studiowest is doing really good, but not all of their fragrances are worth buying. I'll be honest with you. So many of them are just so generic, and they are so, I would say, not so impressive. But yes, then you can find a few of your liking. The one in the unicorn bottle that actually had a unicorn horn or something like that, that was just so pathetic, so much childlike, and I think it was for kids only. I don't think it's for grown-ups. And then they have an aquatic fragrance, which is really nice. Then they have these one note fragrances. I will put pictures of all these things on the screen. So these one note fragrances are also quite impressive. I actually thought that, you know, I'm going to like amber more, but surprisingly I ended up liking oud more than amber. The oud one in that single note fragrances, it's really nice. Even amber is nice, but I liked oud more. And then they also have a sea salt one in that, but it's not super long lasting, but it's quite fresh. So with that thought, let's talk about the ones that I have. I got Charmed for 595 rupees, and then I have one night in Goa and one night in Bora Bora. These are for 295 rupees, and the quantity in here is 25 ml. This is a 50 ml bottle. I have already mentioned Charmed to you guys in the rainy season fragrances. So the thing about these, while I take these out, let me tell you something. The thing about these fragrances is that you can guess for the price that these fragrances are a little synthetic. They do have a synthetic note, and they have to make it that way, because if they won't make them synthetic, these fragrances will not last long for the price that you are getting them in. So with that syntheticness, you have to deal with it. If you have a problem like me, and if you're allergic to certain fragrances or most of the fragrances that have a super syntheticness going on in them, then you definitely need to stay away from them. But if you don't have any allergies or any nasal tract allergies or lung allergies, if you don't have that, you can happily go for these, and you can happily gift them to anybody out there. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with Charmed. Charmed, in this line, the only one that I liked was Charmed. It was the fault of the strips that she was giving those fragrances to me on. She was actually spraying them on, you know, that was very disappointing. Okay, so she was spraying those fragrances on you know, the billing paper that comes out, that roll that comes out for billing and printing. That is what the ATM machine kind of paper. Charmed, I majorly remember this fragrance because simple reason, I had already tried it, and I was so impressed with it that I was like, wow, it's lasting, like it's long lasting for the price, and also it's quite pleasant. So this definitely has a syntheticness to it, but it's starting off super sweet, like sugary sweet. I'll tell you what, they have, I don't know which fruit they have mentioned, but I think I smell some pear in it. There are two kinds of pears. One is the crunchy juicy one, and then there is the another one which is softer and a little creamier. The texture is a little creamier, that we particularly call as babu gosha. So that kind of pear it is giving me the opening of, and along with a lot of sweetness, like the sugary sweetness. Then it has some florals in between to make it light. Mostly like I'm feeling that it has white florals in it. And then when it dries down, it almost has a ice cream kind of feel to it. It has this lactonicness to it. It has that creaminess like that of an ice cream, like maybe like a vanilla ice cream in the base. So that floral and that fruitiness in the opening, then and then everything mixing in and becoming a very creamy, lactonic, sugary, sweet fragrance. And it is actually very charming, and I actually really like it. The syntheticness does not show that much in the opening, but after the dry down, yes, the syntheticness is detectable easily, but it's not like too much out there. It's not like giving you a headache. But if you cannot take strong fragrances, I think you must not go for any of these Studio West fragrances, because they are strong, like they do project. If you are a light fragrance person, you definitely should not consider them, since they can really give you a headache if you cannot take strong fragrances. About Charmed, I would like to say that I really like the fact that this is just a beautiful, sweet, sugary, lactonic kind of fragrance for the price. Like if we have to go in a gourmand direction, something like this is difficult to find in this price range, I would say. And I think if you are a sweet fragrance lover, you definitely need to get your hands on this and try this, and it won't harm your pocket because it's just 600 rupees for 50 ml. And comes in a nice glass bottle. Let's move on to these tiny beautiful bottles right here. Goa and Bora Bora. Both the places are tropical beachy places, but still they have successfully differentiated between them, and I'll tell you how. So when I first smelled Goa, I was like, okay, it's a fresh fragrance, nice. And I just bought it out of the fact that it has Goa written on it and it's fresh and all. But let me tell you what it smells like. It smells like this. It smells like its packaging. It's a green aquatic fragrance. It will make you think of when you smell this. It has a spiciness in the background, but it is a green and aquatic fragrance. It smells like the combination of, seawater moisture in the air and rain, and Goa's rains, okay? If you have visited Goa, you know how it rains in Goa. Lush green trees over there. It does smell fresh, but it does remind you of Goa, how Goa is green and all watery and all. Yes, it's very nice. Again, long lasting. Along with that green and aquaticness, it also has a spiciness going on in the background. Definitely pepper. It has pepper in it, and that is again making it a little different, but it's not harsh. Even after having that pepper, it's not very harsh. It's not like in your face and choking you with that harshness of spiciness. It's kind of the aquaticness is adding that smoothness to it. So in my opinion, Goa is a very unisex kind of fragrance. Both men and women can happily put this on and smell nice. And from the traveling point of view, I really like these small packagings, like you're going to a destination for like 3-4 days and you just want to carry a small perfume with you. This is just so good, guys. 25 ml is just enough for you for those 4-5 days, even if you're an oversprayer. So I think then also gifting friendly. If you want to gift something to your friends on weddings or something, and you want to just gift them something for the honeymoon, put these small babies in and they will look so cute and nice, because the packaging is glass and nothing in here is plastic. The caps are plastic, of course, we can't expect that much, but yes, glass packagings, and this is really nice for a 300 rupees fragrance. And I think the entire line of Studio West One Night In, this is called as One Night In, Goa or Bora Bora, whatever city they have mentioned, I just personally feel that this entire range is a unisex range and both men and women can put this on. Moving on to the next fragrance, which is Bora Bora. Let me show you the packaging. So this is an orange and yellow colored packaging. Again, the same kind of small 25 ml square bottle, which is super cute, guys. This fragrance, in my opinion, it's a soapy floral fragrance. Definitely reminds me of orange blossom. I absolutely don't know what notes they have listed on the website, or because here on the packaging I don't think we have any notes at all. This smells like a soapy, again an aquatic, because Bora Bora is again a place where there are a lot of beaches and everything, clear blue green water kind of a place, and it smells like a mouth watering aquatic with a lot of soapiness and floralness to it. I think mostly it has the orange blossom in combination to the aquatic notes and the soapy notes, and again a fresh fragrance, again a unisex fragrance. The same kind of longevity, 6 hours, around 6 hours of longevity, which is great, again great for 300 rupees, and a great fragrance to be carrying along. I'm also smelling some citrusiness in it, so with that aquatic and floral notes, it has the citrusiness and it has the soapiness to it. Let's say it's a soapy aquatic citrusy fragrance. I have absolutely no fragrance in my collection that smells like this, and these two have no sweetness to them at all, and that is what I am liking about them, because I can finally tell you some fragrances that are fresh for summers and are not sweet and like just perfect and unisex. So these are definitely something, if you're visiting a hot place, you definitely need to try these out. A little bit of syntheticness in them, if you can, I would suggest that you go and try them on stores, though they are not bad as a blind buy. But if you're not sure whether you can deal with the syntheticness that comes off, especially on my skin just enhances the syntheticness in fragrances. I just feel that way. Notes like patchouli, they just come off too strong on my skin, and syntheticness in fragrances comes off too strong on my skin. I buy so many fragrances, but these are the ones my husband really likes. He's like that, you buy so many, but these I'm really liking. Probably because of the fact that these are very unisex, and he probably liked them because these are fresh and non-sweet. So that's why he was leaning towards them so much and liked them so much. With that thought, I'm going to close down this video, and I hope you liked and enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And if you did, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to Be My Peaches. Till then, keep looking beautiful and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.